Okay, we come. We have to complete this one. So guys, welcome back to another video for the NATO directory. And the first thing that here to avoid myself because so guys, welcome back to another video for the NATO directory. Today we're going to dive into the one other historic event in a human spaceflight that going to be happen tomorrow. Yes, I'm not kidding. I'm talking about the Axiom 4 mission, and this is the second opportunity for the India Space Research Organization to take a leap into space once again after the 41 years. Yes, you're hearing right because the India haven't been gone in space, and there the less human space flight activity is abundant in as a the very average level space industry and agency. So the once again this India has opportunity to reach into space by their designated crewmate. The name is Subhanshu Shukla is going to make the history and take a leap into the orbit once again after the Rakesh Sharma has took in the 1984. And this is the one of the greatest moment for our all the India and Indians that they are going to witness tomorrow, and also for the Hungary and Poland, and and also for the America, their own country, their own power, that upon we are going to the ISS, this is going to be amazing moment for these all the countries and nations for the second human space flight for this entire thing. The Hungary and Poland is also the involved as the country alongside the India and the USA, but the power play and the authorization we got from the USA and Falcon 9 is all thing that is going to happen. So let's see in this video the entire mission objectives and the history of the why this entire mission has organized and why we are doing it. The first thing that we're going to dive into the history of the Rakesh Sharma. This is a significant history and historical moment for us because he was the protagonist for us and for the Indians and the India heritage of the space industry and space presence. So the first thing that the Rakesh Sharma was boarded the Soyuz T-11 spacecraft. This is the authorized by the Roscosmos. Yeah, this is authorized by the Soviet Intercosmos program, and this entire spacecraft is designed and specialized to the dock the Salyut 72 spacecraft, and this is a spacecraft is actually the international, not the international, but this is kind of the space station that where the Rakesh Sharma has aborted in 1984. The mission was to identify the biomedical experiments and demonstrate them very flawlessly. And that's all the thing that the Rakesh Sharma went to do in the space. But the first thing that the launch date of this mission was the April 3, 1984, when the launch date and the entire rocket has launched with um, the Rakesh Sharma and two crewmates. They are belong to the USSR community, and that's the whole movement became very historical because the India's first citizen who went to the space for the first time and experienced in a zero gravity and a microgravity in a orbit under the control environment of the spacecraft that called the station, the Salyut station. And this entire mission took a very big leap when the Rakesh Sharma was asked by the Indira Gandhi that how you're experiencing and what he wants to say about the India from the space. He said, Sare Jahan se acha. This entire line embarked and sparked the more ambition among the Indians and India Space Agency that the India is not the only the single unity of the nation, it's the actual, the completely different world that is better than all the nations that he admired from the space. And this became the symbolic success for us that the Rakesh Sharma was the first person and citizen who deserved the Anhan, who claimed the Ashok Chakra after his mission ended. And this entire mission was ended on the 11th April, 11 April 1984. So the entire mission was flawlessly attempted and demonstrated by the under the intercosmos program, and that was very very fortunate for us. So after that, the 41 years spent, and India haven't gone to space. This is the most critical part of our entire momentum of the India, that they haven't gone to the space because of the lack of infrastructure in the space. They don't have the capability of their launch vehicles that they can assist and they can take the advantage of to the send the human space flight for their own capability. That's why the India has decided to sponsor the mission to the private company. The private company name is Axiom Space. Axiom Space is not the only the single company that is valued in the designation of the astronauts and the citizens from the other country, and also to combine them for the training in a facilitated area. So the Axiom is Axiom is actually actually doing here as a work as a formulation and the development of the astronauts. They are belong to the private sectors, means they are very commercial from the other country, and they are not the farmer as we looking at them. They are freshers, they are new in the experience of the space era. That's why the Axiom Space has a big contributor in the entire mission. And India has offered and sponsored the entire mission for the initiative human spaceflight future mission, the Gaganyaan. The Gaganyaan is going to be take a leap forward after our Axiom 4. So we are really anticipated for the Gaganyaan mission. Will be this happen this year or the next year? But this mission going to be the first ever the human spaceflight of the India that is going to make a history once again. So let's dive into the Axiom 4 mission and their objectives and crewmates information. The first information that we're going to unfold is about the crewmates. The crewmates of the entire mission is very very normal. The first is the first crewmate as a designated for the commander for the entire Axiom 4 mission to lead and monitor and the possess all the plans and activity. Her name is the Peggy Whitson. Peggy Whitson being a very very oldest NASA astronaut, and she has contributed in space much than the three our crewmates that we go into the count and tell about them later. So the Peggy Whitson is a very experienced space like astronaut. So that's why the Peggy Whitson became the commander of the Axiom 4, because this is the first time that the Shukla is going to space. Yes, and also alongside the two astronauts, right? And the second astronaut is also the very very relevant and familiar name, the Subhanshu Shukla from the Indian Space Research Organization. He actually designated for the pilot for the entire mission. The pilot, because the Subhanshu Shukla is bringing the prosperity in space, and he is learning the entire experience for the first time, and he is also the good pilot at the military of the India. So he is going to be take this lead very very clever and flawlessly. So the Shukla became the pilot for the entire mission, and then our the Yursky, I don't know how to pronounce his name, but he's from the Poland, the Polish astronaut, and he's actually trained by the ESA, the European Space Agency. So his entire career shaped by the ESA. So he actually from the ESA as a designated astronaut, and he's going to be the human like a specialist, like a mission flight specialist and the mission specialist, just for the entire mission assistance as a backup. And then the Tibor Kapu is from the Hungary. He is actually going to be the very amazing person from the Hungary, that he's going to make his country proud for the once again after the second space flight for this all the nation that we have considered before. So the crewmate that we have understood about the crewmate involvement, then we have to move forward to see the mission profile. The mission profile consisted the two parts of the mission. The first mission profile is telling the mission logistic facility, and then second is the objective accommodation. The first is the logistic facility that we're going to talk about right now. Is this mission is designated for to the perform via the Falcon 9 rocket The Falcon 9 rocket is a workhorse of the SpaceX and very reliable and cost effective due to its reusable capability. The Falcon 9 rocket has equipped with the Dragon spacecraft. The Dragon spacecraft is a primary module for the entire cruise that they're gonna hibernate inside the Dragon spacecraft. And the first, very important information about that, this spacecraft, the Dragon spacecraft, the C-12, the C-12 is going to be the first time is a developed spacecraft for the Dragon. Means this is a very newly developed Dragon spacecraft. This is not the reuse mission for the Dragon spacecraft. So this is a maiden flight of the first ever developed Dragon spacecraft for the second time. I mean, this is the first time, not even first time. We have done a lot of the Dragon refly and the new fly missions, right? So this is a maiden flight for the C-12, our Dragon spacecraft that is going to take the Axiom for crewmates to the ISS. And destination is the ISS, the International Space Station, the collaborative station in orbit of the Earth. So there we going to take over the entire mission, and the location of the docking port that is the designated especially for the Axiom 4. The name is that the Harmonic Z. The Harmonic Z is the docking port name on the ISS. It is located in our upward side. So this entire the docking port is especially freed for the ISS. I mean the Axiom for Crew Dragon arrival. So it's amazing to see how this thing will be happen at the moment that we going to see in a concurrently in an entire flight. And then let's see the objectives of the mission. That in this mission we're going to perform the 60 plus scientific mission on board of the ISS by help of the Shukla and Tibor Kapu, Peggy Whitson, and our the UNESCO. And these all the crewmates will perform the 60 plus the scientific research plus in orbit uh, zero gravity indicator testing and experiments. Zero gravity indicator testing experiment was not the priority, but for your information, they are going to bring the actually zero G indicator. Their name is the Joy name because of the prosperity ambition that bringing in the space. The Joy name entire the zero indicator name, right? And then we will see the in the orbit of the ISS they're going to perform the muscle atrophy. This is totally related to the physiology testing and experiments in the space to the see that how the space environment will affect to the our human body, especially muscle integrations and integrity. That whatever that we got inside of the muscle, calcium, all the property that we have inside the muscle, how they will they interact with the space radiation and there be the different kind of energy charges inside, around you. So this entire trophy we're going to the experiment in this mission to that extract the much of the efficient data to reinforce the human space flight. Yeah, I mean like a future human space flight to perform the future human space flight affordably and safely. And then we're going to perform the plantation experiments that we always do. The ribbon, I mean the botany experiments. The botany experiments is also regards to the how the plants will grow under the space environment. These kind of the experiments that we're going to reattempting through the Axiom for crew mission. And the last thing is the entire mission duration is the 14 days of the duration. In the 14 days running time, the Axiom for crewmates will be attempted to the all the missions that they have to done within that time period. They will do it, and then they will come back from the space as for the splashdown into the our ocean. In they were going to do the ocean. Yes, that's a very crucial part of the entire mission because this is the safety and prioritizing the actually the mission objectives, and then we have to complete everything of the fine. And that's the all that we have completed today. And the first thing, before I'm leaving, I wanted to tell what is the reason behind the Axiom 4 mission was delayed because it's supposed to launch on the 10th July. And why it did delay? The first thing, you have to understand the launch criteria and the conditional changes that always happen and always do happen. Doesn't matter it's the like a new or rare, is the very general thing that we always face due to the environmental changes. Just like recently there were the Falcon 9 and our GM4 and a Crew Dragon risk management team has found the upper level winds are very high on today on June 10. That's why the Falcon 9 will be affected by that upper level wind, especially for not the lift off. It must be for the landing or something that way. The spaces want to manage and maintain the safety over the all the hazards, right? So that's why they are prioritizing the safety over the hazards. They don't want to rush the entire mission with the very unfavorable mission, and that's why the upper level wind picked up. That's led the unfavorable condition for our entire mission, and that's why the mission was delayed for just the 24 hours later. And we're going to perform this mission on the June 11th. Yeah, buckle up your seat. Keep your not take your popcorn, whatever you want, can do that for your entertainment. If you are the audience from that belong to the actual entertainment person, you can do this. But you are the nerds that who's believes in the entire mission as a they are part of the entire program, then you will be watch this series, right? So I'm very excited to see the Subhanshu Shukla will be in that suit of the SpaceX Starman suit. I love to see that the suit that wore by the Shukla, and I'm really excited for the all the crewmates and blessings for their the prosperity in his future. So bye guys. I'm as soon as possible before the tomorrow flight of the XM4 towards the ISS. I'm very excited. So my name is Gardushi. You're watching the NASA Directory. Also, additionally, I will meet you back again before the Ship 36 static fighter. So bye. Oh.